Welcome back, everybody, to MLB The Show, Tom Brady Baseball. This is TB Sports 27, and Tom Brady coming in on a pinch hit opportunity for the Miami Marlins, trailing 1-0 here against the Atlanta Braves.
Is empty and one gone in the inning.
Rainy day, too, as Tom's going to get the call.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Marlins.
Which, oddly enough, the only time I've been to this stadium, it was for a Braves and Rays game, and it was raining. I always end up at an MLB stadium when it's raining, except for Tropicana Field. But anytime I've gone to an MLB stadium, I've had to go through a rain delay.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now.
In Atlanta, in Colorado,
One error so far for the Marlins.
in Chicago,
Hit hard on the ground to third.
pinch hit, and the slumping is going to continue here for Tom. Tom Brady had a pretty nice outing against the Arizona Diamondbacks in our last episode, then had a 2-game set with the Seattle Mariners where he didn't get a single hit, and of course you just see failed the goal that we had from our last episode. Braves take this one, another loss for the Marlins, and now they're starting to pile up here.
In the second inning are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Marlins.
It's always lovely when you see opposite records between the two teams that are getting ready to go to battle.
Paxton, a left-handed Canadian, gets the starting assignment here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
The difficulty has decreased on me because my hitting fell apart. I did turn the dynamic difficulty back on. I had turned it off for a while, but ultimately I decided to just go with it. Because, I mean, it's going to adjust itself, right? Whether we're doing good or not.
If he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
So the rain continues. I think that's like a glitch with this game where if you don't back out to the main menu, you're always going to get the same weather. Like if you just keep hitting next game, the weather never changes. And that used to be the case for the uniforms. The uniforms have never changed, but now they just don't change ever. Because they released some freaking patch that broke everything. They got all these cool uniforms, and we only see white or gray. And Tom Brady, the slump is over. 3 runs on the board. Yes, sir, Brady.
So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. 8th home run on the season for him as the Marlins have taken a 3-0 lead.
Absolutely crushed it.
Yeah, he's looked pretty shaky from the first pitch, and things just kind of spiraled out of control from there. I think these guys smelled blood in the water, and they punctuated with a 3-run job and an early lead.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Tom Brady. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
First offering on its way. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
Hey, come on now, guys. Let's hold 'em.
That's by him for strike 1.
1-1.
Atlanta, another team that's got some history with Tom Brady. In the last episode, we were talking about Seattle getting their revenge against Tom. Well, Atlanta, of course, another famous Super Bowl 51.
Hey, your pitch.
To 2-2 now.
2 strikes.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your
The
eyes.
only runs
and
on
you
the
can
board are
occasionally
from
do damage with
Mr.
them, but he wasn't
Tom
able to
Brady
catch
so
up.
far. Full count here.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Michael Franco is on deck.
Hey, find something you like up there.
Ooh, I wanted to check that. I wanted to check it.
Fight to push it foul to the left, so they'll try it again.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater
Quit being
right
so
there. Just
sensitive,
saw an
game. Let
off-speed
me
pitch,
check the
wanted to
swing.
Stay back a little bit too long.
This is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already. And there are
Boy,
2
baseball,
gone.
you really got to just commit to the swing at one point and then just go with it. You can't hesitate. Because the pitch goes so fast, that's it.
3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1.
Raise a one here. Hey, get a good one. Get a good rip on it, huh?
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
That knuckle curve action going on there. Kind of wacky pitches they got here. Oh, they got him. They got him. Good to see some Marlins fans in the crowd.
New inning set to get
4-0. So really the difference is still that 3-run homer from Brady in the first. The tough thing with Brady is he's good for a hit or two, but it's really consistency isn't always there here with Tom Brady.
Behind 0-2 now.
It's trying to be, but you know what? Again, the batting average is almost in 300s. It's pretty good.
Chopped up the line to first. But
I think maybe just because we're seeing every at bat, it seems like it's not as good. But anytime you're batting in that high 200, 300 range, you're in a good spot.
Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind.
The Miami Marlins, not only does Brady break out of the slump with the home runs, the Marlins get a victory. They're back in the win column here. So no signs of a trade just yet here. But the Marlins take it. A near comeback here for the Atlanta Braves. But Miami with the win.
Under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Marlins and the Atlanta
This is a
Braves.
4-game series between Miami and Atlanta. So we got 2 more with the Braves.
Sean Newcomb, a left-hander from Massachusetts, will be doing the starting pitching here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Really love Sean Newcomb. He reminds me a little bit of Andy Pettit, but better stuff.
Andy Pettit, Sean Newcomb, come on. Come on.
Breaking ball. His changeup has gotten better. Good fastball. The key for Sean Newcomb, getting ahead with the fastball to give himself a chance to use those off-speed pitches.
Sean Newcomb's fastball is looking good, I'll tell you that much.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. And set up behind the dishes.
Come on, Simmons. Come on, Blue. What you got for me? Oh, that was bad. That was real bad. I'm just anxious. I'm anxious to hit everything. 263 still solid for a guy in his first year in the major leagues.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty.
Patience. We got to have the patience. We didn't have it there.
Swinging at him, you have to find a way to make this pitcher.
Third on the Marlins with 54 hits.
So
I mean, like, I think it is like a Javier Baez where, you know, there's going to be hits, but you got to deal with all the strikeouts. Oh, is that enough? Is that enough? Oh, man. Robbery at the track. That was almost home run number 9.
7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with
no score. You just heard Matt Vasgersian say this game's been moving. Top 7, zip, zip.
And they've trusted
Zippity
their
zip,
defense
zip.
to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
Hey, your pitch.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And this ball is popped up.
Off the barrel of the bat. Nope, not happening for Tom. We're making contact, though. But the outs are pouring in. And ooh, look at this. Well, it is 2-1. A runner on.
And drive home that tying run from first.
We got a present we can get. I mean, a hit would be nice. A home run would obviously give the Marlins the lead here.
Look, now the pitch. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field.
Man, you would think as low as Brady had to go just to make contact that wouldn't have popped up so high, but it sure did. So win for the Braves, win for the Atlanta Braves. We're starting to get some of those tough teams now, the Braves, the Mariners, and your chances of maybe sneaking into the playoffs are kind of dwindling when you're thinking about you're losing to these really good teams. And if you get to the playoffs, it's going to be tough sledding. By the way, this is how you guys can help support TB Sports 27. If you're new to the channel, if you're watching us on Twitch, if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you come back each and every time. If you guys are enjoying what you're seeing, Twitch, YouTube, subscribe. There's a thumbs up on YouTube. Follow along on Twitch. There's a big support red button on Twitch as well. We got Streamlabs for if you're watching us on Twitch. We got Ko-Fi and Patreon if you're watching us everywhere else. Of course, we got Twitter. So be on the lookout for that. We got Alex Hansen on the mound. And Alex Hansen would tell you, become a member of the TB Sports Clubhouse. Thank you guys for these supporters. They help keep this channel alive. Their funding helps us to continue to bring this stuff to you and maybe achieve our goal, achieve our dream of doing this full time with you guys. Right now it's just part-time. We're only doing this part-time, so we're only going to do 1 hour here today. It's a work night. We can't go double dose. We can't go 2-3 hours like we do on weekends. So with your support, we can stream much more, give you more content. The easiest way to support the channel is just follow or subscribe. Totally cool if you're not able to check us out on Patreon or Streamlabs or anything like that. Of course, that's never, you know, never a must for anybody. It's just out there if you want to do it. It's just out there if you want to support the channel. You just put it out there. But the easiest way, the freest way that really helps support the channel, because when YouTube sees those subscriber numbers, when they see those thumbs up, they recommend the next video. Case in point, NFL 2K5 we just released a couple days ago on YouTube, and the initial video did great. It got just like almost under 1,000 views in the first couple of days, which almost never happens. And I think we got, what do we get, like 10, 11 thumbs up on that? And we got 5 new subscribers, 5, 6 new subscribers. Out of that, the next couple of videos got a lot of views because YouTube kept recommending that to people. So it really does make a difference. So that is the easiest, the best, the freest way, is hitting all those buttons. But then the next best thing, of course, is checking out the TB Sports Clubhouse, because that really does help support the channel. And like I said, you hear a lot of content creators talk about it. I wish we didn't have to, because it wasn't something in the olden days when I was doing YouTube. And you can see all that old content up on the TB Sports Clubhouse. But you see it a lot more. Like everybody you click on now on YouTube, it's pretty much the same song and dance, because it's kind of, the algorithm has made it such a difficult thing to navigate the YouTube waters. And maybe there's just a lot more content out there now because YouTube is how many years older than it was. But it really is like an interesting game, navigational game that you have to play. And the best video, I continue to say, I mentioned this in a previous stream, but I'll mention it again. If you guys would check out Boundary Break, it's a really cool YouTube page where they have like a camera that kind of goes inside all these different games and shows you all the behind the scenes stuff. He released a video at the time of this streaming. Now, at the time of this YouTube release, you might have to do some digging, but it was called SOS. And I recommend, if you guys have some time after this, to go watch it. It's like 10 minutes, but it's probably the most well thought video of kind of what content creators go through to kind of navigate the waters. So if you want to hear from somebody else's perspective, but somebody that completely agrees with that message and can't maybe put it into as good of words as him, check out that SOS video over on Boundary Break. And you can take the words for him and for TB Sports, one and the same.
As a player to keep raising the bar.
Squeeze in some situational reps. What would Brady say in this situation? Because I am trying to get traded. I am kind of trying to get off this team a little bit just because they're not great. So there's a part of me that wants to do it, but it's also like, this is Tom Brady. And how many times have we seen Tom Brady? Like when he was with the Bucs, again, I don't think he was this rude. But when Tom Brady was with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he didn't play in any preseason games. He didn't show up till the season started. He didn't show up to any of the Pro Bowls. I think this is something Brady would do if he's kind of ready to get out of Miami. And he's kind of like, it's not really working like I hoped. Thanks, I'm good. We'll see if there's any bounce back, blowback from that. If we can maybe, get some trade situations that come from that. We'll have to see. So we're coming off the bench in this one. I mean, it's a blowout, so what the heck. And we are playing the Miami Marlins, or it's the Brewers, Milwaukee Brewers. So that'll wrap up this episode of this series with the Brewers, as we'll be about 60 or so games in. So just about 100 shy of kind of wrapping up this season. So not a great pinch hit opportunity. Oh, they're wearing now. Are their default uniforms that blue? Or did the game actually put them in some different uniforms? I don't know. But either way. This is quite the pinch hit opportunity. Bottom 8, down 5. And what a crushing shot for Tom Brady. Just go back, yeah. Thought about it, but you know what? Not going to happen.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down.
Did Brady's hit make the comeback happen? It did not.
That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last?
One error. They left 7 men on base.
So this Brewer series will round it out this episode. Let me know you guys want to see more Tom Brady baseball. Let's see some records here. Throw that slate up. Let's see where everyone's sitting. Marlins 40-26. So we are 66 games into the season. Brewers 36-31. So we are just under 100 games remaining here in the regular season for Tom Brady, the Miami Marlins.
This guy's come a long way in a short period of time.
Still waiting to see any trade talks, any trade rumors going down. I was kind of thinking, hoping, thinking, oh yeah, that maybe it would happen in this episode, but well, oh, okay, stolen base. Very nice.
You know the defense wants that play back. They had him totally picked
Well,
off when he took off early.
RBI shot for Tom. If he hits another one of those singles that he hit in the last game, he's certainly driving a run here. Tied for 6th in the National League with strikeouts, which is not what you want. Everything else is good. Batting average, hits. The strikeouts, though.
Dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, behind the dish,
Oh, what a... we need to get some fans. Blow that ball back fair.
Inside corner and outside corner, not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Broxton at second with 2 down.
Come on, now, one time.
Full count to Brady. I like that
3-2.
jacket. That's a cool little Marlins jacket there. The old colors, the old logo, too.
Here's the payoff pitch.
Oh.
Strike 3, and the side is
Another strikeout for Tom.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Tom Brady. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Now the pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he
Oh, another strikeout. Well, he might just end up being number 1 in the National League. Tom's number 1. Tom's number 1. Runners on the corners, ducks on the corners. 4-0. At this point, you're kind of just watching to see what Tom can do, I think, because it's definitely rough with this team. And boy, if you're a Marlins fan, you just watch Tom Brady in the win surge. The AAA team doesn't look much better, so it's like the future is not even bright either with Miami. The Jumbo Shrimp are pretty good.
And 1 error so far for the Marlins. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Another strikeout for Tom Brady. 9 though for Ethan Small. 3 of them to Brady.
Really figured out how to attack this guy.
4-1 for the Brew Crew.
Into the box now, Tom Brady. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play.
It's either strikeout or when he does make contact, it's going foul. Right? It's one or the other here. Or it's one of those, but it's going to be a high floater that's out. I think there's frustrations all around right now. I think just the team not doing good. Maybe Brady trying a little too hard. But things are, unraveling, unwinding a bit. And you got to wonder how long the relationship will continue here between the Marlins and the Brewers. So we got a little speech ski going on. Numbers indicate we're not drawing as many walks as our competition. Be patient in the box. Get the count in your favor. And look for pitches you can drive as Mr. Brady listens in. This will be the final game of this episode. Then a little day off for Tom Brady. We'll kind of look at the schedule after that, what we got going forward. It's a little throwback day. Marlins busting out their World Series uniforms from 2003. See if that brings any luck. They had some familiar competition, some NL Central competition. Maybe a little well-known game that happened in 2003 between another NL Central team and the Marlins, the NLCS. Maybe you guys have heard about it. But we'll see how this game finishes up. And look at this. We did get new different uniforms for the Brewers, so I wonder how we got randomly the blue. The blue top. Okay, well.
Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll.
Maybe they did fix it. I don't know. Maybe I wasn't exiting enough to go back to the menu for them to change uniforms to know if they did fix it or they did an update. Would they have done an update all these years later?
Drives the ball well in these matchups, which simply has not been the case very often in baseball.
Yeah, and I think it all starts with his front shoulder. I mean, so many times you see left-on-left matchups, and what is it? Slider in the dirt, fastball that lights up a left-handed batter. Not with this guy. He keeps.
What do you guys think? What's your opinion on the different Marlins uniforms? They got a couple different eras. The original era, the 90s, where it was more teal. Then they switched to the kind of black being the primary in the 2000s. They had their look when they changed to the Miami Marlins, which I actually really like, the orange and black and yellow. I like those colors just because they're unique. A lot of baseball is just simply blue and red. As Brady / TV Sports is having a really hard time locating pitches here in this ball game.
The first baseman, number 12,
To the plate now, Tom Brady.
But anyways, I want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. What is your favorite Miami Marlins uniform? Because they've gone through a few for a team that doesn't have a very long history. They've got a lot of uniforms. You look at the Yankees with a very long history that have 2 uniforms, and the Marlins that have been through 4 or 5 different uniform iterations.
And that misses 2-1.
But I'm kind of partial, like I said. The ones they had, I don't really like what they got now. But I didn't hate the... Maybe people didn't like the Miami font, but the colors I liked. But this black and teal, this 03 look, I think that was one of their best.
High and deep down the left field line.
Black and teal just always goes good. The Sharks, the Jaguars.
Has a look, now the pitch.
It's a tough color combo to mess up, but the Jaguars sure try that with their uniforms. Getting rid of all the gold and just like having the plainest of the plain with those awesome colors. Like, come on. Full count to Tom Brady, so we'll see. Do you chance it? Do you just sit here and watch it, get a strikeout look in, hope for a walk?
Weak grounder down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Well hit out to
Pops it up. Is it gonna go? Oh, I thought he was gonna catch it. It's a home run. Oh, he got unlucky. I mean, he got lucky. He got unlucky because he hit that straight dead ahead. If you hit that anywhere to the left or the right, that's an easy home run, but you had to hold your breath when you're going straight dead center field, 413 feet. Just barely getting out of here. 9 home runs. Into that dead grass. Right into the batter's eye. Someone crawl in and get that souvenir. So the batting average pushes 265. Oh, don't increase the difficulty. You've seen me struggling. You've seen me struggling here. Would this be a bunt opportunity, maybe? I think we bunt this. I think we bunt this down. Oh. Well, we can't do it again because they're playing lawyer ball out there with these pitches. See, if we tried to bunt, he would have thrown one of those.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw.
See, every once in a while we get a solid eye for some of these pitches, and then the other half of the time we just like our vision goes double vision, and it looks like it's coming straight for us, and we swing at one out of the zone. But those sliders, he's hit like 3 in a row that have all hit right out there.
And he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Oh, and they get me with the slider. Killer.
This pitching staff has done a really
killer
good job
tofu.
against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy.
Oh, 6-1 Miami. So coming out with a big performance.
Into the box, Tom Brady.
Nope. I'm gonna say, better check that one. Oh, Luna just gave me the biggest headbutt right now. I'm right here petting you, girl. The TV Sports mascot. She just, boom, rammed my hand. And that's tough when you're trying to focus on hitting the ball, little one. She's getting pets, don't worry. Maybe you can hear her purr. Can you hear it? I don't know if that picks up in the mic.
The 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
See it, drive it. Let's go, kid.
Swing and a chopper to the left side.
Bouncer.
Merrifield's right there.
Oh, if we could have slid into second, we'd had bases loaded. 11 hits for the Miami Marlins, and Tom Brady's going to get one more shot at it. Go 2 for 9 with the home run. Again, you like to see a few more hits in a series, but still getting the home run. Hard to complain about that.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Say, if you can get one more hit, at least ending the series with a solid 3, that'd be pretty ideal.
Now a
Ugh,
crazy
come
swing here
on.
on a pitch that winds up hitting
Check
him.
swing. Give me a little something, game.
0-2. The
Check
Brewers
swing
came
me.
into this one riding pretty high, presented with the opportunity to sweep the
I wanted to
series.
have a really good
However,
at-bat, and that
clearly
was just
not
terrible.
gone the way they'd hoped.
One of the things you have to do is play 27 outs and not give any at-bats away. They're down by several runs here. It doesn't
Yeah,
look
that's
good,
just...
but they
It just...
still have a
You
chance
have to
win one
decide
half a
so
chance.
early when you're going to swing.
This one had its moments of drama and
I
excitement.
almost want to do
In
just
the
like
end,
one
these
game to have a
guys
shot
came
at
away with the
redemption.
victory and look on to the next one.
Should we do one more, even though it doesn't make any sense, because we try to keep it series by series? Let's do one more game, because I feel like we can't end on that terrible note. So we're going to have an uneven number of games in the next episode, but I don't care. Or maybe we get traded. All right, who we got next? Atlanta. So let me... Yeah, keep making contact. I'll try it. It never works. So we got Atlanta and Pittsburgh. So that's fine, because we got some 4-game sets coming up. So we got Atlanta, Pittsburgh, Washington, Dodgers, Colorado, Dodgers, Colorado, Baltimore, Philly. Then we'll be off to the All-Star break. So if we're doing 2 series an episode like we have been doing, 1 episode, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 more episodes, right? So that would be how many streaming sessions? 9? Yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, this might be it. No movement. Oh, oh my God. It's making me want to keep going, but it's a work night. Okay. So the trade is not happening yet. We're going to play one more game, because I don't want to end this on a bad note. So if we're doing one more game for you guys, show a little love to TB Sports. Follow us on Twitch. Subscribe on YouTube and hit the thumbs up. We're going to try and have a big performance here. Fingers crossed.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show.
27-41. Not good.
Cole Stewart, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, he's what you call a solid starter, Matt. Most of the time,
Here we
he's
go.
going to keep you in games and eat up innings. Sometimes he's more dominant than that. And
Can we
occasionally,
end this
he
on
can
a
hit around
strong
little bit,
no?
but if he
We
attacks hitters
broke
and
the
throws quality strikes in this
rule.
one, he's
We're
gonna be
doing
just
an
fine.
extra game.
Boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do.
There we go.
You have to have
Maybe that'll spice up trade talks a
Some
little
trouble
bit.
with it. And the second run is across to make this a 3-2 ball game now.
You don't think being a starting pitcher in this league will test your resolve? He's already given up more runs in the first inning in this one than he did his entire last start. That's the kind of roller coaster ride that will make you a little crazy. But that's kind of how baseball works sometimes.
Striding in,
Up
Tom
next for the
Brady.
Marlins,
He drove home
the
2 with a
first baseman,
single in his last plate appearance.
Brady.
First delivery to him on the way.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
The windup and the 0-1.
Oh, come on. Hit that knee.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
Get that knee. Get on base.
And here's a
Even if we
fastball.
finish, if we fall
Close.
apart, I
It
feel like
runs
just
it
getting
to
that
2-1
hit,
now.
getting those couple of runs, that's a bit of a shot at redemption.
A guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Mariska Hargitay. That's what we're doing right now. We're focused. We're focused.
And the good
We
fastball
talked to the
there
love
finds the
guru,
zone as the
Mariska
count goes
Hargitay.
full now, 3 and
We are
2.
focused. We are locked in. Locked into that box.
Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3
Oh, it
straight
was
strikeouts,
right
and the
there.
side
It
is
was right there. But I didn't even realize we were going up against Newcomb.
who looked to bounce
Ooh,
back
that's who
after
the
striking out his
Mark
last
DeRosa
time
in the
up.
last episode was like, oh yeah, he reminds me of what's his nuts. Great guy, great.
Here it is.
Ooh.
Fastball well outside.
10-3. Well, you see, 30. We might be top in strikeouts, but we're top in RBIs in the Marlins. So it's not like our trade situation is completely unreasonable here. And I hate to bail on the team, but again, we're kind of playing like this is not young Tom Brady. This is 40-plus-year-old Tom Brady, who's on a really crummy team, who just went through the minor system. And you're like, okay, the guys that are coming up, it's not going to get much better. If there's an opportunity to get somewhere else, you know, we got to take it. 3-1, Brady just decided to take a swing. Why not? And the walk. Bases loaded walk.
And it's times like these that
Look at this comeback by Miami, 11-8. This would be a baseball game. You like to see a lot of scoring, but in baseball, that means a game is going to take a long time. That means we're pushing into the 4-hour territory in this era before the pitch clock.
8 hits and no errors in the game for the Marlins. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman.
I hate some of these pitches. They just suck. They're no good. Oh my God.
On top of the slider that time as it misses high.
So 80% of the time don't even swing, and then just swing at like every 2 pitches.
Took a good cut
That probably should have been one we didn't swing at.
2-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
A bruised what?
And another foul ball.
And there's times like that where I get too excited and I swing really early.
Still even at 2-2.
And it was too late. I tried to hold off and...
Now here's the pitch. Swing and a ball
Is that the
lined
sweet
hard
spot?
towards
Nope.
short, but unfortunately right at the shortstop
Not
for the
it.
second out.
Well, we got a hit. We got some RBI. Maybe one more shot. We do.
Next will be the cleanup
To
hitter,
keep the game alive.
He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side.
Can Tom
2 out
Brady
here in
do
the
it
ninth.
against the Fresh Prince?
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And not the
And he
greatest of
chases.
starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike one.
No one better. Let's go.
Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if...
Swing! And
3 sliders in a row. Got Brady every time. We got the RBI. We got the hits. Let's head out. Let's see if a trade went down for Tom Brady. Does anyone want the services? Oh, I feel like not, because it would have, I think it would have locked us out from going to the next game. So that is going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know in the comments you want to see more Tom Brady baseball. You still enjoying this series? We've done this for many an episode. Let us know if you want to see us keep us going. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you guys next time.